Rare Music exclusive.
I grew up like a savage.
At all to get around the town at all, man.
It really
don't take long.
It really don't. And did it turn into like overnight success?
You know, when we put out that little, I guess you call it an EP, it actually started to get the attention of Dangerous Music at that time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So once we start running that, it almost like immediately after that, Twin 1 and Twin 2 came and found us.
Okay.
You know, we was in the town, they came and found us and said, man, Short want to talk to y'all.
Yeah.
Is that right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, he was the Gambino.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was like, man, Short want y'all to come up to It wasn't like, hey, man, can y'all come up to Dangerous Music real quick?
Like, y'all
no, man,
we'll
we'll get you. I mean, you know, Twin 1, Twin 2, they was hyphy, man, like back in the day. So it was like, man, y'all ready? Y'all ready right now? Let's go, man. Hop in with us.
Yeah.
We like, man, what?
Yeah.
It was like, man, Short want to talk to y'all. Short? Ooh, too short?
Yeah.
Let's ride then.
Yeah.
Let's ride.
Yeah.
So at that point, man, that's when we end up going to Dangerous Music. It was like a dream, man. It just happened so fast.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? We just in the town. I don't even know how he found us.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
And then people don't realize, because we living in today's time, like me and you can record a track right now and put it out tonight and be on iTunes tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't realize that making these records was like a year process.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It takes a long time. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So people might have known y'all was working with Short. It's going to be a while for something dropped.
Right. Yeah.
So having that process, and when y'all walk inside of Dangerous Music, who's there? Is it just Short? Is Banks in there? Is it
Man,
Poohman
Banks was in there. Goldie was in there.
Goldie.
Sonny.
Spice One was in there.
Okay.
Harm from the Rich was in there.
Harm was in there?
Yeah, Harm was in there. Yeah.
Man.
They was all up in there, man, chilling, playing Sega.
Okay.
They was all in the golf at that time.
Yeah.
You know.
Sega golf.
Yeah. So they was all in there just chilling. Pee Wee was in there. You know what I'm saying, on the keys. Yeah. They was in there. Sean G on the drums. They was.
That time you know all the cats by face? Were they all?
Nah, man. You know Short. You know what I'm saying? I think Father Don probably was in there as well. You know what I'm saying? But you know Short, you know Spice, you know Banks. You know, I didn't really know Goldie. I was like, who's light skinned dude? I didn't know who. You know who he was. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we went up there, man, and was just like, man, it was like, man, we've been hearing these dudes rap, man. Like, bust something.
Right.
Dude, we must have rapped for about 2 hours straight.
Wow.
2 hours straight, man. Like stuff, freestyling and stuff we written. You know what
Now,
I'm saying?
it's a famous story. I don't remember who told it or where I heard it.
Here we go. Here we go.
But there was a battle that took place in the
Here
studios.
we go. Here we go. Here we go.
That night.
No, not that night.
I knew I wouldn't be able to get away from this, man.
So, can you tell us what happened that night, man?
Man, y'all know what happened, right? Didn't y'all hear some stories about that?
I don't know the complete story. I just know it was a
our
battle.
fans heard it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna tell you, I got love for the Loonies, man. I got love for Yuck. I got love for Numb, man.
We all do. That was old shit.
Yeah.
Whatever happened back then.
And we're all in the fellowship of MC.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
But I think, I don't know, man.
And we was kids at the time.
Yeah, and it wasn't really no beef. First of all, it wasn't really no beef. First of all,
this hip hop.
But I think my rap brother got it kind of confused on what actually happened that day.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because I seen him talking on, what was it, Vlad? I believe it was.
Vlad.
Somebody sent me a clip, and he said, "Man, you know, we was at Dangerous Music, and it was a battle, and all of this and all of that." And he said, yeah, man, I ate Eclipse from Cido up. I ate Aunt Diddley up. And then it was just me and Ron. But the cold part about it is that I didn't get to the battle until it was over. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even, if I was there and he ripped us, man, I'm not even tripping, man.
Right.
It's good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
everybody meet their match.
the cold part was I wasn't even there, so I'm hearing the story like, man, hold on, man. maybe that was 1,000 blunts ago, so maybe we all forgot. You know what I'm saying? So, but all I remember is getting up to Dangerous Music, because like I said, even though me and Ron was a group, I was doing my own. I was kind of doing my own thing, man, doing a lot, really. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't get up there until later. And when I was walking up the stairs in Dangerous Music on Myrtle Street, somebody was walking down the stairs eating pizza.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Already.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when Yuck said he got a lot of stuff right, the battle was whoever won, you know, they got to buy pizzas for the other. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so when I got there, they was already eating pizza.
Right.
So I'm like, man, I wish I was there, so I could say, man, I was there, because I wanted to see what happened, but I wasn't even there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just heard that Ron said something about, you know, busting shots and snatching out every dreadlock or something like that. I don't know what it was, but when I came, the battle was already over. You know, so the piece about, I mean, I guess
pizza.
CNH had to buy the pizza.
CNH bought the pizza.
You know what I'm saying? He was connected to the Looney. So I don't mean you can call it how you want to call it.
CNH
you know what
bought
I'm
the
saying?
pizza, man.
He
this
bought the
all
pizza.
in love. This all
Unless
in
he
love.
said, even though y'all won, I'll buy the pizza anyway. I doubt that though.
Nah, that definitely ain't what happened.
So like I said, I got love for the Loonies, man, for sure. And I would, and like I said, if I got ate up in any battle, it's not a problem, man. It's not a problem for me to say, man, that's how it went down.
I don't know too many undefeated MCs. Not in real battles, maybe on record.
Exactly. So that battle happened. I wasn't there. They said Ron got with him, and that's it. That's what I know. You know what I'm saying? Now, I got there and was able to participate in the spoils.
That's
you
why.
Know what I'm saying?
That's why we are once again no vultures, because we just tell the stories. You know, it's history. Like, there's gonna be things that Ice Cube is gonna say about Yella that Yella like, nah, I don't remember it like that. You know what I'm saying? Or there's gonna be things in any situation. Problem is, our stories wasn't getting told.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and this story, the bottom line of this story was Ron was the freestyle king.
Right.
So, man,
everybody
I would
know that.
prefer to sit back. I would prefer to sit back and let him do his thing, because he always handled it.
You know, your stuff was written.
Yeah, a lot of my stuff was written.
Freestyle.
Yeah, a lot of my stuff was written. I freestyle on many occasions, but not as much as he did, and not to the level that he did it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So even if I was there, I'd be like, Ron, handle that.
You
know what I'm saying? You represent Bad Influence anyway, so it's good.
And you know that Ron is gonna throw, that's where that came from.
Yeah.
The shit Sway do right now, where he be like, light, tree.
Right.
And you gotta fill it in, you know what I'm saying? That came from Rappin' Ron. Rappin' Ron was gonna rap about everything in the room.
Exactly.
The only one doing it like that now is Fab.
Fab do that now.
Fab is the one who was doing it like that, holding that crown, you know what I'm saying? But he remind me of Ron, man. You know, that's a gift, though. You can't just... It gotta be in you, man, to do that.
You gotta have so much stuff going through your brain.
Your brain gotta be crazy.
You gotta be wired that way. Just like an artist, man, who able to sit here and draw this whole group right now and make it look exactly like him. I can't do that. It gotta be in you. It's a God-given talent.
You just get up in the head and
that's the real. That's the real meaning of quick on your feet.
It's a God-given talent, man, and that's what he had. Period.
When you have those type of people in the room, man, you think you got CNH, who's responsible for Drew Down, the Loonies, right? You have Too Short and the Dangerous crew. Like, there's Poohman, there's y'all, there's Goldie, Father Don, you know. And when you think of these crews, like, a lot of people don't realize before there was an actual beef that shout out to CNH, because he coming to the show, that CNH was a part of that crew. Like, this didn't start as this just beef. You know, this started as, because I remember a long time ago, Drew Down or CNH telling the story how those beats that they had initially was leftover shit Short didn't want.
Wow.
A lot of that music. You know what I'm saying? When you think about it, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, when y'all get to Dangerous, have the Loonies drop any music at that time?
You know what? I think they was working on Ice Cream Man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I think it was around that time.
Okay.
You know, it might have been that whole album or something like that. But I remember the Ice Cream Man. I remember that song around that time. And I think 5 on it may have came a little bit later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I didn't really know too much about him. When I saw him, I saw him at a studio. I don't know which one it was. They kind of remind me of the backpack, like they had the dreads
rappers,
with the backpack, kind of like
We
dudes, you know.
called Nubians back then.
Yeah.
Housers.
Yeah, and nobody really wasn't doing that, like doing the lyrical thing from the town. So
Yeah.
when I heard them, I was like, man,
Yeah.
like that's a new thing for Oakland rappers. You know what I'm saying? To do it like that. You know, we were just straight up talking about the hood, about what was going on in the turf. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all had bars, see, because metaphors is something that I don't even think y'all knew y'all was doing.
Yeah.
Y'all was just doing that. A lot of rappers in Oakland was straightforward. Wasn't no metaphors, right?
Right.
But the Looney's metaphors was like, they was like more playful.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when they first started, it was like, that's what I really liked about the Loonies. I liked that playful little thing that they had going.
Yeah.
But y'all, especially you, I don't even know if you tripped off of it if you listen to your old music, but your metaphor game was crazy.
Man, I mean, you know, like I said, when me and Ron got together, man, we started identifying what that was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What the metaphors was, the rhyme schemes and stuff like that was, man. So we start being purposeful with the rhyming. You know what I'm saying? And that I think that's what separated us from the other rappers, Bad Influence and the Loonies. We was really writing, man. Like really concerned about each bar.
Right.
How it rhymed,
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
And that's how I think that's how the Bad Influence album kind of was. You know, we was concerned with if we rhyming, man, we rhyming right. We got these schemes, we got these patterns. What we doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's how that went, man.
Now we had the legendary MC Pooh on here,
Yep.
and he talked about these days, and he
Yeah.
talked about when Dangerous started, it was just him, and who did he say? It was like him, Short, and like Ant Banks. Like it wasn't that many people, right?
Yeah, they was the originals.
And I didn't trip that Pooh was the original just from because all of his work with Bruce and what he was doing back then. I didn't really realize that he was original Dangerous music because it wasn't always Dangerous music. And we talked about Get In Where You Fit In, right?
Yeah.
We talking about an album that charted. We talking about the title album to the song. Now, the title song to the album is a diss record. This is rare. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is very rare. And I think only somebody like Too Short can pull it off. You know what I'm saying? But it's a diss record, and it's Get In Where You Fit In. Now, when they come to y'all with this, y'all don't got no personal beef with Pooh.
Not at all, man. I used to be slapping. I mean, before I start rapping, that's
Everybody slapped
yeah, you know what I'm
Pooh,
saying?
man. No
I
rap,
mean, he one
you
of
know?
the original rappers from the town.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? So no problems. No problems.
So when they say, how did it come to y'all that, hey, we want y'all to be on the song, and this is gonna be a diss?
Yeah, that's not how it was presented.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That was we had rhymes that if you listen to the rhymes themselves, it had nothing to do with dissing nobody else. You know what I'm saying? If you listen to it, so you hear the first part was Short on there, and then you hear our verses on there. Man, I wrote that in Juvenile Hall, man. If those verses, I wrote those verses in Juvenile Hall. Those was old verses that had nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the recording, though, is when we kind of found out that all right, this is a diss track. But I always kept it separate. Like Short, you do your thing, we do our thing. To me, it was a separate thing. But you know, caught up in the moment.
Yeah,
you
caught
know,
up in
some
the
stuff was said on there, and it is what it is. You know.
Yeah, because just the bar alone, Get In Where You Fit In, fool. You was a markup at the high school.
Yeah.
Now you hardcore like CB. In my mind, now if you think about those bars, those are just bars.
Right.
It don't. But in my mind,
It's almost like a timeless bar.
that was straight to Pooh.
Yeah, that was Short
you can't
saying that.
say-
That was he was. I mean, he was. They had their little funk, whatever
Right,
it was.
right.
We came to the studio when he was in the middle of recording that song. and said, "Hey man, y'all want to get on this song real quick?" I ain't tripping. Let's do it.
So when you heard
And then the song got extended.
hella long.
Yeah, it was that was just the original verse that he had. I don't know if he had even any more verses, but when we put our verses on there, it extended the song. But I don't think it wasn't originally supposed to be. I think it was supposed to just be his song. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And we just happened to slide that day, and then was like, all right, let's do it.
Okay.